Hey, Quinn here. If you are a conference speaker, selection committee member, education director, or event coordinator, I am so happy that you found this video. I'm excited to share this clip from a recent speaker showcase where I had the opportunity to talk about why bringing financial education to your event is a win-win for you and the audience. Now, you know how it goes with technology. The audio portion worked great and the video, not so much. Either way, take a listen and reach out if you'd like to learn more about working together to bring financial education to your event.
My name is Quinn Driscoll. I'm happy to be here in Oklahoma City, although it is impossible for me to say that without my Minnesota accent on full display. So everybody, you already know where I'm from now. Before I get into more about who I am and what I talk about, what I like to teach, I like to get a sense for who is in the room today. So we'll just have a couple of questions here. So by quick show of hands, how many of you like to go on vacation? How many of you think you could have enjoyed your last vacation a little more or would be able to go on more vacations if you didn't spend the whole time feeling like maybe you spent too much and there were some more responsible things you should have done with that money? Anybody? Yeah. How about how many of you participate in the tax system? Okay, it can be begrudgingly. It doesn't have to be a cheerful participation. And how many of you walk around with kind of a healthy fear that you're going to get hit with a large tax bill? Or maybe you didn't quite understand what your tax preparer was talking about, but you didn't ask the follow-up questions and you're just waiting for it to come back to bite you? Anybody? Yeah. Would anybody like to be able to stop working one day on your own terms? Yeah. You'd like to maybe have the financial resources for a comfortable retirement, but sometimes it feels like there's just so much uncertainty, so many unknowns, so much that could happen between now and then that sometimes it feels like it's maybe not in the cards for you. Yes. So these responses are truly what I hear everywhere I go. We have this kind of give and take where everybody has financial goals and hopes and dreams, yay! But because most of us don't have unlimited resources, we also have the trade-offs and the conflicts and the decisions that we have to make that can be really hard. And it feels like sometimes maybe you're just not going to be able to do everything that you want to do. So these three financial goals, talking about retirement, staying out of trouble with the IRS, and being able to go on vacations, are three of the top 5 things that people tell me about all the time that are their main goals. The other 2 are education. So that means not just paying for college or advanced degrees, but also secondary school, like private school, preschool, childcare. When you have an infant in Minnesota, like I had 2 of them, it's basically like having another mortgage. It's so expensive. And the 5th one is paying off debt. So credit cards, student loans, all those types of things. These are the top 5 things that people are trying to juggle, and it's really hard. Sometimes it feels like you've got all these plates spinning and you're running around and you're trying to keep them going, and you feel like there's just going to be a rogue elbow and it's all going to come crashing down and nothing is going to work out. Does anybody ever feel that? Yeah. You know who else feels that? People in your audiences, the people that are coming to your educational programs, the people that are coming to your events, the realtors, the lenders, the insurance agents, the appraisers. Everybody is trying to deal with these financial things and figure out the best way forward. So what I like to do as a speaker is talk to people about financial skills and strategy so that they can replace those feelings of fear and uncertainty with feelings of calm and confidence. Now, I kind of buried the lead. Unlike most of the speakers that you'll see over the next couple days, I'm not a realtor. Never have been, never will be. And the truth is, if you think about the energy of a typical realtor, which is like, fun and exciting and engaging and like super connector, master networker type people, if that's like magnetic north, I come from an industry that's the polar opposite. It's accounting, it's finance, it's the industry where you think of people as boring and antisocial, and that is pretty much it, I guess. But I've been a CPA for 17 years. I've never done taxes, but I've done a lot of other things. So I've worked in accounting for one of the largest accounting firms in the world, and I've worked in kind of more the financial side at a smaller consulting firm where my job was a business valuation expert. Now, when I say expert, I actually mean expert witness. So my first foray into public speaking was on a witness stand. And I realized that I was pretty good at taking complex financial topics and making them simple so that everybody in the courtroom could understand what I was talking about. And I realized that I could take a 100-page technical report that I had to write to keep my professional standards as a CPA and accredited in business valuation and pull out the top 3 things that I wanted everyone to understand, so that no matter what kind of craziness was going on in the courtroom, that at least we would walk away with those top 3 takeaways. After that, I started teaching continuing legal education. So teaching attorneys who might have business or financial issues in their cases so that they could feel prepared with some basic concepts. And when I decided to start my own business, because there's no florals in expert witnessing, you guys, it's not allowed. I took that speaking and financial coaching and training and started speaking to more types of groups. So realtors and lots of other different types of groups. So the problem that I solve is feeling confused, anxious, or broke. I like to talk tangible strategies for financial skills for realtors and really any person who's running their own small business, because it's not easy. So topics that I like to talk about. If you think you have anyone in your audience who would like to know what they should do weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually, so that they can feel calm amongst all the economic chaos right now, I have a course for that. If you have people in your audience who might like to know, where should I be focusing my marketing efforts and spending my money so it's an investment to grow my business and not just throwing money out the window, I have a course for that. If you think people in your audience would like to know about business budget basics so that they can start telling their money where to go instead of wondering where it went, I have a course for that. If any of these things would be interesting to your audience, I'm your gal. Now, I've talked today quite a little bit about the what, the types of topics that I teach, and you have my one sheet that has all the details on the back. But I've talked a lot about the why. So why these topics are so relevant to everyone, honestly, in 2025. Why I'm so passionate about it and why I'm uniquely qualified to teach these types of courses. And so I want to end with another why, which is why I think when these courses are on the schedule, the rooms are full, and why I get feedback like this after financial presentations. It's because people want money education and they're not getting it. When it's available, they want to sit in and learn something that they can take away that will impact their everyday life. So I would encourage each and every one of you to take a look at your programming schedule for the year. If you have gaps in financial education, really think about filling those, because it's a hot topic. People want to know about it, and your members will thank you if you do offer it. So that is my time. You can scan the QR code to go to my Elevated Events and Education page, learn more about these courses and all types of other money courses that I offer. Thank you.